ग्रुप में क्या लिखा है, ग्रुप में भी चेंज. So, hello everyone. Today we're gonna discuss about the Drug Information Services and Poison Information Center, which is lecture number 21 and 22 as per the PCA syllabus. And here we will come to know various informations of the medicines, which is called as the drugs. So, my sincere acknowledgement to the Chairman, Shri Arvind Gargji, ISF College of Pharmacy. Chairman, TLF School Engineer Janesh Gargji, and Secretary, College of Pharmacy. Professor G.D. Gupta, Director cum Principal, ISF College of Pharmacy. Professor R.K. Narayan, Principal, ISF College of Pharmacy. So, in particularly, we are looking after for this thing with which I'm thankful to all the HODs, students, and dear participants. So, you know that drug information services are very important services. So, this drug information services is one kind of basic for rational drug use, and if it is not in the basic, irrational drug of use happens. So, in this particular concept, we see how this rationality goes on. So, still, if I see that the particular case where lack of independent, unbiased information, poor regulation leads to irrational drug use. So we should have the proper, accurate, timely drug information to the healthcare professionals. We should promote the safety and efficacy of drug therapy, which leads to the efficacy and quality of the medicines for the better therapeutic outcome. So World Health Organization recognizes independent drug information centers, for which the national program for the promotional program for the rationality of the uses of the medicines. So rational drug utilization concept. What is drug information? Drug information is something which is called as provision of unbiased, well-referenced, authentic, critically evaluated, up-to-date information on any aspect of drug use in response to a request from other healthcare providers, organizations, committees, patients, or public. So, what is the history of Drug Information Center? University of Kentucky Medical Center in the year 1962 started Drug Information Center. There are more than 80,000 formulations in the world, more than 20,000 biomedical journals, lack of principles of awareness of rational drug use, widespread sale of P and OTC drugs, high level of illiteracy and poverty, lack of current literature, and poor documentation, as well as the lack of unbiased drug information. So, where the functioning comes is to respond onto the therapeutic drug use, services to the public, professional health, toxicological informations, drug evaluation, therapeutic advice, efficacy, safety, doses, interactions, adverse drug reactions, mode of administrations, comorbid states, etc. are the responsible things. Then next comes up is the pharmaceutical care. So in this pharmaceutical concept, the therapeutic advice we need to see. And in this therapeutic advice and pharmaceutical advice, our workflow goes up. So this is what we have to check out for the purpose of the medicine. So what is the purpose of this? We need to understand that whensoever we are talking about the medicine, our medicine part comes up in the formulation, availability, cost, storage, stability, education and training, health professionals, public, research, pharmacoepidemiology, drug users services, pharmacovigilance, toxicology, dissemination of information. So drug bulletins, monographs, websites, etc. are available. So as you can see, one of the drug information center in ISF College of Pharmacy, the Anand Medical College, Ludhiana, and they are particularly giving drug profiles, its uses, its effect, and drug information services. So what are the resources required to set up the DIC, State Pharmacy Council, along with the medical or Pharmacy College, Department of Pharmacy can establish a drug information center at personal level, text, database, and facilities. Types of query different for different levels, practitioners, healthcare workers, publics. One of the R's, drugs or its products, information, contraindication, safety, adverse drug reactions, drug profile, indications, doses, pregnancy, lactation, efficacy, treatment, drug of choice, drug interactions, toxicology, etc. Sources primary, secondary, and tertiary. So, original information in the primary resources like general publications, clinical drug trial reports, case reports, pharmacological research. Primary sources are most current, broad base for development of the research or set of the professional literature. So, in this context, where you come to a point which is called as primary information, it's difficult, extensive evaluation. Secondary sources, modified and arranged form. Indexes, index medicus abstracts, international pharmaceutical abstracts, meta-analysis, review articles, index and abstracts of primary sources, valuable for quick and selective screening, concise tools for access to primary literature. Limitations, a single indexing service cannot cover everything. So lag time, tertiary sources, representative form, textbooks, BNF, pharmacopoeias, STGs, STMs, drug monographs, compendia, handbooks, likewise. So BNF, Martindale, Physician Desk Reference, and many more books. Tertiary resources, most commonly used, easy, concise, compact, convenient, accessible, well accepted. Limitation, lag time, space limitation, author's bias, lack of experience, if based on broad primary literature. Summary, DICs are the backbone of RDU. So, dependable in time, credible, and highest possible standard. So, like drug bank, USP. Then there is a software called Microdmatics, which is in use in India, which has come with the Thomson Reuters products when Scientific Solution Private are providing this in India. So we'll go with this one, Walter Scooter's Chemacon such publications, True One Health and Thomson Reuters. In SCC's healthcare services, medication safety, health management, disease management, toxicokinetics, complementary alternative medicines, CAM, and supportive medications and patient educations are the part of the system. Where we have go with the drug profiles, monographs, and evidence-based medicine concept for the rational drug use. As we need to understand the international and the national borders and its limits and workflow. Every country they have the regulatory authorities, and medicines are being sold by trade and generic names. This is they are need to be matched, searched at several databases. So such databases, out of them one is Micromedex, where Poise Index, Drug Dex, Poise Dex, etc. 19 features do works. So when a drug dex system comes up, here we go with the 2 point. And this databases every 7 days it is auto updated. Suppose we are looking for a book next edition may come after 5 years. So this is the advantages of the database. They get ready-made updates. So our team are working onto it. So drug identification, interaction, comparison, calculators, care notes, drug item searching, comparing drug-drug interaction, drug-food interaction, poison information, clinical information, relevations with the drug-drug interactions, and drug comparisons, brand names, etc., allergies, and prescription annotation can be done. So it provides accessible evidence-based reference to support disease management and treatment systems within the hospitals, disease desk, general medicine systems, where the diagnostics and the therapeutics values and the disease profile comes up with the definition, epidemiology, etiology, pathophysiology, complication, diagnostics, treatment, patient counseling points, case study, etc. So this is how the background covers up with the diagnosis, ongoing assessment, treatment, prognosis, that informations, and the references. So various highlights. This is the most approved databases which is used in the DICs in abroad as well as India. And factual information, accurate easy information supported by references approved by US Congress. And editorial process by the customer suggestions, topic chosen, editorial board suggestion, manufacturer information, complete literature search performed, enter into databases related to users, reviewed by editorial board member, clinical peer review, reviewed by advisory board member, comprehensive literature surveillance. So literature monitored, pharmaceutical journals, medical journals, databases, Embase, PubMed, Dialog, Thomson Web of Knowledge, and other authoritative databases. International conferences, drugs and poison information centers, feedbacks, regulatory bodies like US FDA, EMEA, or other ones. So, in this context, we need to see of the things. Official websites of international monitoring agencies and quality check, currency reliability check. That's why the customers do use them. Drug Dex, Poison Dex, Disease X, emergency medicine. Micromedex users worldwide, they are various authorities are using, like Federal Institute for Drugs and Medicine Agency, Germany. Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, MHRA, United Kingdom. Sanitary Safety of Health Products Agency, France. Spanish Drug Agency, Spain. Medicine Evaluation Boards, the Netherlands. TGA, Australia. SFDA, China. FDA, Korea. National Laboratories for Foods and Drugs, Taiwan. Food and Drug Administration, Thailand. Health Sciences Authority, Singapore. In India, various pharmaceutical firms are using Cipla, Cadila, Glenmark, Francis Kabi, Wockhardt, German Remedies, Ranbaxy, Win Medicare, RPG Life Sciences, Dr. Reddy's Lab. And particularly, if I talk about the various colleges and the pharmacy councils using this Micromedex, AIMS, Sniper, Mohali, Dipsar, ISF College of Pharmacy, PT, Hinjuda Hospital, Mumbai, Maharashtra State Pharmacy Council, Karnataka State Pharmacy Council, Mahe, Manipal, Amrita, Annamalai, Pune, KLE. Then comes up is the Poison Information Center. Any hazardous substances which cannot be administered is called as poison. And a toll-free number used in India is 108911. Abroad, any hotline will be there for the poison handling. And All India Institute of Medical Sciences, Bhopal, like you can see the Poison Information Center, one of the example where the boards are put particular to understand the various kind of poisonings. So poisoning can be anything: homicidal, suicidal, agriculture, unintentional, intentional, phosphorus, vegan, insecticide, Lakshman Rekha, mosquito repellent, or any drug it may be. Any chemical may be splashed into the eyes, and poisoning may be due to the animal bites or a number of things. So, Poison Information Center toll free you can call. You can talk, but the victim and the rescuer have very less time. So within 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the things like a snake bite, scorpion sting, poisoning, response must be very much fast. So helpline are over there where DPIC 24-hour it works, whereas DIC works only for 8 hours. So the Poison Information Center in particular needs to see the poisoning and first aid. So in poisoning and first aid, we see the patients, we call the patient's chronicity. And Poison Information Center works for 24 hours, DIC works for 8 hours. And the Poison Information Center, particularly you have the 3 time stops. Here you will have the very less number of calls or less staff. In Poison Information Center, certainly a toxicology reference or toxicology cases, personal facilities references should be there. Personal medical director, poison information established manager or supervisor. Poison specialist, poison information control center should have, and they should have the algorithms for the treatment, because the onset of the time is very less when we are in a custody or to look after the patients, where we can save the lives of the patients. Functions, assess, access and treatment recommendations, during poisoning via 24-hour emergency telephone services, provide public and professional educational programs to collect data on poisonings, to perform research, assist the public and healthcare providers during hazardous material spills. Toxicovigilance. Toxicovigilance is one of the vigilance where we need to see that things are working properly or not. And in this PIC, we need to see 24-hour service. Any casualty comes directly, you have to take care of it. Emergency medical services, ambulance, emergency medicine receive, and any disaster in the hospitals where we need to describe all these things. So, patient care at the occupational level, envenomations, fast pit poisoning, and therapeutic misadvantages, plant poisoning, etc., are the one where the things has to be taken up. Various conditions like shock, swallowing poison, gut decontamination is done. Clinical toxicologists, medical toxicologists, educators do work. Most common substances: cosmetics, household cleaners, analgesics, nails, nail paint, vitamins, minerals, topicals, foreign body, gastrointestinal preparations, cough, cold preparations, analgesics, household cleaners of all ages, cosmetics and personal care products, vitamins, minerals, topicals, sedatives, hypnotics, antipsychotics, foreign bodies, antihistamines. We need to have the preventions in elderly from making fall, or they should not take the medicine in the dark. Remember what medicine they are taking at what dose. As per the timing and the calendar dates, are they taking? Place a tight seal on the containers. Do not mix the medicine containers with each other, which might look alike. Never replace your medications. Keep the emergency phone numbers ready. Then dispose outdated medicines, expired medicines. Be aware of potential drug interactions and drug related problems. Do not take any natural or herbal supplement without consulting your physician. Tips for preventing accidental poisoning in general: keep away them from that. Then child lock or child resistance caps should be put as a child proof. Keep chemicals, medicines out of their reach and out of the sight of children. Keep all products in the original containers. Do not leave containers open when using them. Do not transfer products from the original containers. Children who see liquid in a soft drink bottle will think they can drink it. Do not remove labels from medicines or products. The label can contain important information. Do not put tablets into another container such as purse or envelope. Do not refer to medicines or tablets as sweets to the children. Do not take your medicine in front of children as they often copy the adults. Poisoning agents at home, at kitchen: detergent, washer, tablets, bleach, drain cleaner, oven cleaner, polish, disinfectant, liquid gel capsules, white spirit, coins and batteries, bathroom, medicines, vitamins, iron tablets, bleach, shower cleaner, toilet cleaner, cosmetics, toiletries, shower gel, shampoo, toothpaste, and mouthwash. Bedroom: medicines, perfumes, aftershave, nail polish remover, essential oils, herbal remedies, and false teeth cleaner. Handbags, briefcases, medicines, coins, alcohol hand gel, chewing gum, tobacco, cigarettes. Shed or garage: petrol, paraffin, car products, insect sprays or powders, red poison, white spirit, glue and paint, garden berries, plants, flowers, mushrooms, slug killers, plant food, and weed killers. So, in a telephonic toll-free number, you take a positioning at that, and this poison control centers prevents the information to the community and education. So every year in USA there are around 600 poison information centers. So the management of this PICs is prevention, diagnosis, and management of poisoning. And every year certain 3 to 4 lakh deaths happens each year, and around 3.5 lakhs people dies worldwide. So this is the matter of the time where the PIC plays a vital role in the prevention and management of poisoning cases by saving their lives. Poison information center should be located near casualty where the diagnosis, treatment, and management prevention hazards of such cases can be done. So via this, trained personnel in poisoning treatment cost to the patients and to public healthcare facilities by preventing unnecessary visits to the healthcare facilities. The Poison Information Center, first in 1953 in America by the American Association of Poison Control Center, it was established. Examples of poisoning: hold household products like hair relaxer, hair removal products, mouthwash, liquid drain opener, toilet bowl cleaners, oven cleaners, lamp light, plants, pesticides, furniture polish, windshield, washer field, etc. Insecticide and pesticides: organophosphate, chlorine, pyrethroids, superwarfarin, chemicals like kerosene, cigarettes, antifreeze, and particularly turpentine, and you take turpentine, paint thinner, phenol poisoning, plants and animals, snake, scorpion bite, oleander, medications, prescription over the counters, alcohol, gases, fumes, carbon monoxide. Epidemiologically, 2.2 lakhs poison exposures, 50,000 people treated in healthcare. Moreover, deaths, 7.3 deaths per 10,000 population. Types of poisoning: unintentional ingestions by toddlers, suicide attempts by adolescents, chronic lead poisoning in children in old houses, daily pesticide exposure in children living on farms. Risk factors of poisoning: unsupervised home setting, childs less than 5 years old, lower level of education, substance abuse, depressed adolescents, females. So, for opening a poison information just to treat first aid and antidotes, and particularly the algorithm for the pre-hospital emergency manual. To provide public and professional education programs, collect data on poisoning, perform research, assess public and healthcare providing during hazardous materials. What are the various functions of poison information and advice? Patient management, laboratory services, teaching and training, toxicovigilance, prevention. Facilities offered by this center is to test the things in the toxicological test: pesticides, chemicals, alcohols, heavy metals, pharmaceuticals, and drugs, plant toxins, drugs of abuse, including brown sugar, heroin, opiates, ganja, amphetamines, ecstasy, other designer drugs, cocaine, etc. Food poisons and adulterants. Instant access to detailed information on poisons and poisoning through telephone, email, postal mail, personal contact, etc. The department utilizes the following databases on toxicology: Poison Index, Toxins, New Zealand, Toxbase in United Kingdom. So every country who have their program for the submission of toxicological analysis via the sample is collected from bodily fluids, blood, urine, stomach contents, etc. And all cases are accepted into medical legal cases where the victim are generally not accessed from dead victims. Commercial products, medicine, or fruit farms for determining presence of poisons or drugs. So this is all for today. So if you guys have any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, it is okay. Thank you so much.